have a question. Last week we were talking about J.C.Jackson. I said buy or sell the reports that the Niners were interested. You said you absolutely buy it. They were interested. It just seems like he was too expensive, or I don't know. They had a price in mind for what they wanted to spend, and Charvarius Ward hit it. J.C.Jackson didn't. Do you think the Niners should have spent the extra that was required to bring in the best cornerback on the market?
In this case, I'll say no, just because the track record of Bill Belichick players when they get away from Belichick is not great. I mean, I don't remember too many guys that he got rid of that, man, he rued the day, right? I mean, he got rid of Richard Seymour. Seymour went to Oakland. Was he better in Oakland? I would say he was not as good in Oakland.
You're right. The one guy is Chandler Jones. This is the one guy.
Chandler Jones, would be the one example. But then they had the Southern Miss linebacker that went to Cleveland and bounced around, and now he's back with New England.
I forget.
I forget his name, but he was there. They've had some guys who have left who have not necessarily, blossomed in other places. I think Bill Belichick's a great coach, and I think J.C.Jackson. I mean, J.C.Jackson is 5'10". Charvarius Ward is 6'1". They're both about the same age. I think Ward might even be a year younger. I think the Niners prefer that big-bodied corner who can play press man, and I think Ward can fill that need as well as Jackson. I don't look at Jackson as Jalen Ramsey. I think he's a good corner who just played for the best defensive backfield coach and a really sound defense, and I don't think that he's going to take off from here. I think he'll be at the level he was at or worse. So I'm okay with Charvarius Ward instead of J.C.Jackson.
Fair enough. It's funny. He's going to the Chargers. Brandon Staley's the coach. I'm thinking he's going to use him similar to how he used Jalen Ramsey on the Rams. Maybe I'm wrong. I just felt like I would have paid the premium for the production, the interception production, because it's not like he's one of these corners who sells out to get picks but gives up big plays. Like, he's really good and he gets interceptions. The Niners don't have anyone else like that. They could get someone at safety to be that playmaker, but I don't like how the Niners never have a playmaker in their secondary. I'm tired of that. Yeah. And Charvarius Ward is definitely good in coverage, but he's not that playmaker either. I would have went for J.C.Jackson. I felt like J.C.Jackson would have been a guy who puts him over the top, or Chandler Jones, like a tier 1 guy. I just feel like Ward is tier 2. I don't know. What do you think of Ward?
I mean, first of all, he was an undrafted free agent. Cowboys got him. Traded him stupidly at the end of the 2018 training camp and preseason to Kansas City, and he's been really, really good for Kansas City. He's solid. He's a solid corner. I agree with you, though. The ball production is not there. The production, as the interception production, is not there. I'm more concerned with that from safeties than corners. So I guess that would be my angle. Okay. And also, what was the difference in what Jackson got and what the Niners paid Ward? I didn't see I don't know how those numbers.
I think it was just 2.5 per year, but I think Jackson's is front loaded and Ward's is going to be back loaded. Yeah, and I don't think the Niners had the money to front load anything because of number 10 on the roster.
I think I look at Jackson. I don't know that there was a true number 1 corner in this free agent market. I look at these guys as all kind of glorified number 2s. So it doesn't bother me. To me, there was like 3 or 4 guys all in that kind of group. And Carlton Davis was one, Ward was one, Jackson was another.
Gilmore.
They got one. They didn't necessarily get the premier guy, but I'm not as worried about the lack of interceptions from a corner as I would be if it was a safety, for example.